bridge. It's 22 meters high, and we are a skinny, short little 19 meters. Should work. Maybe we'll bump the VHF antenna. Yeah. It's looking a little close. Hold on. Take cover. Oh, just made it.
That's not 3 meters.
Made it. Oh, I had plenty of room.
We just passed under this bridge here, and now we're off to Wernemunde on the north coast of Germany. Then we hop to Hiddensee, the amazing sand spit of an island off of Rügen. The episode ends with a visit to the charming old city of Stralsund, where we are presented with one of the realities that remained after World War II. Hello, Karen and Tom welcoming you to our Life 4.0, where we explore this amazing planet one anchorage at a time.
We're just passing the German Coast Guard here. It's been switching back and forth off of our bow, and eventually they moved out of the way. And they just launched an inflatable over there going to shore. They are not on AIS, so it makes it a little challenging to figure out what they're doing. Just keeping an eye on them, making sure we don't get in their way.
The second German Coast Guard boat we have seen in short order.
Third German Coast Guard boat sighting today. These guys had like a collision course with us 10 or 15 minutes ago, and they're diverting just a little bit just to go behind our stern. I think they're just kind of, feels like they're getting close to check us out. But it also looks like they might be a buoy tender with that big huge crane amidships.
We secure a berth at Hohe Marina, which is just down the river from Rostock, here. Rostock is where we were supposed to meet up with the ARC Baltic Rally, which was canceled when Russia decided to invade Ukraine. We had signed up for their 6-week cruise through the Baltic, and the meetup date was July 2nd. Today is June 28th, so I guess we proved that we could have made it here in time for the start. At the end of this summer, we will have visited many of the places the rally would have taken us to. In the end, we got to spend time exactly where we wanted to be. Tom and I, plus our guest Pedro, walk from the marina to the pedestrian ferry for a ride over the river to the city of Wernemunde.
We are staying at the marina right down around the corner of that building there. We got this nice little ferry to go over to Wernemunde, where some of us may go on a Ferris wheel. Over there, happily in the marina. Nice big modern marina. We're taking a walk through the old town here, up on a lighthouse.
This piece of art is terrific. It's depicting life from long ago in a modern presentation.
getting away just before sunrise in Wernemunde. We decided to just go today because we would have to wait 2 more days before we had some favorable weather, and we didn't really want to hang out in the port that long, so I'm gonna give it a try today. There's a lot of ferry service here over to like Denmark and points like that. And if you're wondering what this tall thing is on top of that ship, which was recently added, we were wondering the same thing. It's called a rotor sail, and it rotates, especially when there is a side breeze, and it helps to give the boat a little bit of lift like a sail would and reduce their fuel consumption. So, very oddball looking thing, but apparently it helps a little bit, saves a little fuel. Out we go through this narrow little exit. And on we go to, oh boy, I don't know, Points East. I don't remember the name of the harbor we're aiming for, but we got quite a ways to go. We're gonna be underway most of the day, I think about 50 miles or so. Hopefully the weather will cooperate.
It did in fact take us most of the day to sail from this area off of Rostock, Germany, to the entrance to the shallow waterway between Rügen and Hiddensee. This satellite view shows the shallow waters throughout this area. We anchored here after coming down this narrow channel.
See Karen's trying to navigate us over a little bit over the starboard side of this channel gap here. Give this oncoming boat some space to come through. But it's a little tricky because you don't want to give too much room, otherwise the boat oncoming may just take over the middle of the channel, and if you get shallower and shallower, you don't have any maneuvering room to head over into deeper water in the middle of the channel. So try our best to be good citizens of the navigable waters, but it's also a little bit of like standing your ground when boats are taking too much space in the channel.
So nice to see that sea roses are pretty much ubiquitous along the sea. So we see these all over the coast of Maine. Wait a minute, what was that? A butterfly? One of the many springtime butterflies enjoying the foliage. The rugged, windswept island of Hiddensee is truly a jewel. We walked along the marshes, beaches, and bluffs, and rented bikes to visit several of the small villages. Somebody on this island does a lot of great carving, or maybe a lot of people, carving of wood. You see little things all over the place. And here we have a little lounge. Pillows don't look quite as soft as my bed, but it's pretty cool. Such a flat island that we didn't even have to climb too much to get a great lookout over it. But these are the lakes inside here. We came into this area over in there. Incredibly shallow, and we went down and anchored down quite a ways in the distance, and we walked up to the first village and we got some bikes and we rode over here and then walked up this hill. Alright, here's the lookout from where the lighthouse is. This is where we came in yesterday. Through there, over to an area over there. It doesn't look that narrow, but it was really, really shallow on both sides. And we had to keep our eyes on the green and red buoys all the way in. The wood carver even put something up here. Pretty cool bench. Whoever's doing this is a creative individual. Hiddensee, and we just came up over this small dune from the path we were walking along, and this comes out to the sea. It's just lovely. About the water in the harbor, this inland lake in here is 73 degrees, and this is probably not 73 degrees. We watch the setting sun sparkle through the trees as it makes its final descent for today. After 2 days of exploration, we prepare to leave this very peaceful refuge. Next stop, Stralsund, where Pedro will catch a train home, and we will re-provision before heading off toward Bornholm, Denmark.
Coming into the harbor at Stralsund, and there's a marina here right on what they call the North Mole. A big sailing ship there, and we've got a lot of kind of industrial activity on the marina down here. We'll go underneath that bridge when we leave tomorrow. But it's supposed to be quite an old city. That's really how it looks like in the movies, even churches. A couple river cruise boats docking along here. Doing the normal thing, we're arriving at a marina for the first time for us at this marina, and so we're not really sure we're going to encounter. Every marina is a little different. We think that this does not have box moorings. It has like a regular side tie type arrangement, or a dock with a finger pier. Just noticing that there's a very low profile breakwater in the water there. I saw it on the chart, but now it becomes a little more obvious where it is.
Stralsund is a city of beautiful architecture, colorful and interesting homes, and plenty of shops to re-provision.
This is one of the harbors in Stralsund. We saw it on Google Maps, but there was no information in the book about it, so I guess it could be a private marina area, but it would have been a great place to come through that little lift bridge and keep zeros here. But you got little angled spots, like as if you're pulling in a car into an angled parking spot, and then you got a bridge there that does not seem to open there. However, there are more mooring places further down there, so I love this. This town is really pulling at my hearts here. This is just a really special, very different, and it's got a real character to it. I feel like this feels like a lot more sort of traditional East Germany heritage here. A lot of German architecture, but some beautiful churches, and I guess it's kind of like I feel like you can feel a bit of the deprivation that was probably here during the height of the East German period of time, when their economy wasn't as strong as West Germany. And check out this old building here. I mean, tall, skinny thing. Looks like maybe a warehouse for loading onto ships or something many years ago. So this has a very simple old world attraction to it that's not at all touristy. I haven't heard a word of English from like an American or British citizen, those kind of English. There's English spoken, but it's by non-native speaking English people. So beautiful town and harbor here in Stralsund. Yeah, so this is the lift bridge here.
It is.
Wow. Trying to make that turn with a concrete corner there? No thanks.
I observed some brass square tiles in the sidewalk, and Pedro helped me to understand what I was looking at. These are called Stolperstein, or stumbling stone, which is a brass plate inscribed with the name and life dates of victims of Nazi extermination. The Stolperstein project was initiated in 1992 by German artist Gunder Demnig, and it aims to commemorate individuals at exactly the last place of residency, or sometimes work, which was freely chosen by the person before they fell victim to Nazi terror. As of December 2019, 75,000 Stolperstein had been laid, making the Stolperstein project the world's largest decentralized memorial. As your travels take you throughout Europe and beyond, I understand, keep an eye out for these and take a moment to honor the life of the person the memorial names. I was overcome with emotion as I walked around Stralsund and discovered additional Stolperstein. Thanks for watching.